Hi. Hi. Nice to see you again. What is up, peoples of YouTube? Or the thoughts in my mind? I don't know. I am the Motorcycle Mick, and today we are making a video that I should have made a long time ago. Let's get on the road and we'll get more to that, okay? Ooh-wee. That trick will work for you. But just be warned, it'll make you really dizzy, and then when you appear on the bike, you'll feel extremely dizzy. So, what is this video about? Well, as you saw in the title and thumbnail, it is about my helmet. And I do believe it is the best budget helmet on the market. And there's a few reasons why, but let me explain what the helmet is at first, just besides the name. So if you haven't figured out yet, and I know I've talked about it in a previous video, which should be right about here, about how I actually made this helmet. Now, the base helmet I did not form and make and put all the padding in. No, that is not. When I say made, I mean I added stuff on, I customized it. So, get some throttle. The base helmet is a Bell Qualifier. Now they do offer the Bell Qualifier DLX. It's like the upgraded version, has a spot for the sun already built into the helmet. But when I first got this helmet, I was really just kind of getting into really riding street bikes, and I wanted something that was cheap but effective. And I recognized the name and knew that sorry for my throttle eruption. I knew Bell was a good brand, and everyone knows that Bell is a good brand. And so I saw this helmet. It was on Rezzillo. I think it was like on sale at the time for $100 because it was like a beginning of riding season, whatever deal. Now I think it's still online on Rezzillo for $129. So, and they do have a bunch of color options now. Back when I got mine, there was the matte black and the gloss black, which eventually, as you've seen, this became a matte black. So I ordered the helmet. It said it showed in the picture that it came with a black smoke visor. I did some more research, turns out it didn't, and so I eventually had to actually contacted Rezzillo and was like, hey, you know, it said it, and they were really cool about it, and so they hooked me up with the smoke visor. So props to them. I don't know if they remember that. This is like 2 years ago. I've had this helmet for a long time. It was actually bone stock until, you know, a couple months ago, and I was like, you know what, I want to be different. So I ordered the helmet, ended up getting it in a few days because Rezzillo is on top of their shipping. I will say that right now. So the helmet comes in, I'm all excited, and you can see, like, originally I just wore the clear visor a lot. I was worried about riding at night and all these things. I was a newer rider to street bikes, especially riding in Detroit and the surrounding areas. You really want to make sure you can see everything clearly, because sometimes people decide they don't want to have their headlights on. The first time I tried it on, it felt really comfortable, and it does break in, so it's really nice. I think right now it came with a 35mm. It has cheek pads there, 35 or 40. I'm not 100% sure. I probably should have looked in there. I just know it's 35 or 40. And just for the record, Bell does make different cheek pads for this, so it's extremely nice that you can make it even a perfect fit. And that option available in something that's sub $150 helmet still gives you really good protection. I would like to mention the air vents in this thing are awesome. Right now I have my chin one closed because of my microphone, and I don't think y'all want to hear that wind noise. I mean, I can just flip it open for a second and hear that little wee. The ventilation in this helmet is awesome. The weight of the helmet is awesome. It's actually extremely comfortable and very maneuverable, and I don't seem to sweat excessively in here because of the fact that it does have the lock position where you put one up. You probably heard just some wind, but that was me showing it, even though you can't see it right now because I only have one camera. It's extremely comfortable, especially when you're sweating, because it doesn't give you that like really wet feeling in your helmet. And the mesh stuff they have in there, instead of like regular pads, it's got like these mesh look, you know what I'm talking about, the mesh looking pads versus, you know, blocks. Those really help keep the cool level in the helmet down and the moisture level from like becoming bothersome. I can't believe I used that word in a sentence, bothersome. am getting old. The 2 visors you can get, actually there's 3 visors you can get for it. I'm sure there's more if I looked, but there is the clear visor, the smoke visor, which I have on right now, and then they have a photochromic visor, which I want to get. Finding that has been a pain in the butt, and what that is basically is transitions. They call it like SolFlex. It's a transitions visor for the helmet, and I really want that because then I don't have to keep switching back and forth. And when you have my GoPro mounted where I do, kind of blocks how much you can use. The ability to swap the visors back and forth easily is not, it's not by fault of the helmet. Swapping the visors out, there's 2 little levers on the side, really easy. But because of my GoPro and my motovlogging setup I have for this helmet, it makes it quite difficult sometimes. Oh, no you don't. You're on video. Speaking of which, of motovlogging setups, how do you guys like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen this before, really up close. But I'll look at my mirror real fast. I have my GoPro mounted on my forehead. I've never seen this before, and I do have the Ulanzi. That, the weight distribution of the helmet is really nice. Even when I didn't have that, it seemed maybe like the back of the helmet was a little bit heavier than the front on this one. Once I added the GoPro, that little bit of difference kind of went away. Actually, in realism, it went all the way away. Not gonna make it. But yeah, the helmet is extremely well balanced. It's very protective. I mean, it's Bell helmets. They're known for, like, probably the biggest one's the Bullet. They have a bunch of great helmets, but for their entry-level helmet, this is what it is. The Qualifier DLX is probably what I'll be getting next, so I can have the Senna already integrated, not integrated into the helmet, but like have a spot for it, even though it is an SMH10. I don't know. I had to do some research and figure out if there's another helmet on here that can really do what I needed to do. Hello, people. Nice to meet you. For the most part, I will say I'm extremely happy with this helmet. And granted, I've had it for 2.5 years, so there's little quirks, like it does have a D-ring on the bottom for fastening of the helmet. I mean, I'm sure they have them where you can change it over to like a ratchet, so it makes it a little bit easier. I will say if I do have the visor down, just like every other helmet, does get kind of warm. Just make sure your vents are open. Yeah, you should probably go. But what brought this whole video along was I had watched a video this morning. It was by John Maxwell. If you don't know who he is, I will include a link in the description below of his channel. He's got, I think, like 127 or 28,000 subscribers and growing. And he is a great guy to watch content with. If you do go there, tell him Mr. Motorcycle Mix sent you. So yeah, he talked in the video about his helmet, his motovlogging setup, because this is he had an HJC before, and now he has a Shoei. But I will say right now that for me, I really like having my Bell. I love Bell helmets. I love everything about them. They're very straightforward. They're good, and they're comfortable. And this one, I will say, is probably I'm gonna say it. This is the best budget, like entry-level helmet on the market, and I have yet to upgrade yet. And I don't know when I will, because I love this helmet, and plus if I do, I mean, you guys will see my helmet. There are some other things I've added on. You guys can see in the mirror that I added my little spikes on there. And I didn't want to do like a regular mohawk because I feel like everyone has that, so I wanted to do something creative, and I took that inspiration from Mr. Walterific, where it's, kind of make your own thing, do what you like. And I did get some backlash, and people thought it was funny or made fun of it, but it didn't matter, and it's what I liked, it's what I made. And so now people look at it and that's a really cool helmet, and I'm happy with that, because I've always liked it. It's not like I needed other people's gratification, which I appreciate, because they could see the hard work that I put in the helmet to make it the way it is. Even with all this stuff on here, the aerodynamics of the helmet are awesome still. I mean, the weight of the helmet's still fine. It's an entry-level helmet. For the price, I mean, it's not worth risking your life. I mean, there is, you go on Amazon, type in helmet, there is like thousands of results for helmets. You can pay like 40, 50, 60 bucks, but I mean, like really for I think it's $129 right now, you can get this helmet. And if you want to get the black visor, it's another like 25. So that's why I think it is the perfect helmet. Why wouldn't you want to have it? For the price, the usage of it, the comfortability, and if you do want to start motovlogging, you guys can hear how well my audio sounds, even at speed. So you can tell that the wind on the helmet, you know, it moves around it pretty well. And that's something I really appreciate. I mean, you could tell every helmet Bell makes, they put time into. If I had to put my life in the hands of a helmet, I'm gonna put it on a name brand. What's an 8-letter word that also means fun? Oh, you're just rolling forward trying to jump the light. I will teach you about my 8-letter word right now. You gotta send it. Throttle. Oh, what am I doing over here? I'm gonna get over in this lane. I'm faster than all you people. What is this cluster duckery going on here? I said cluster duck, don't worry. I'm still keeping this PG-13-ish. But I have Jimmy John's in hand, I have my milk and my drinks, and I have the best budget entry-level helmet on the market. And if you don't agree with me, let me know why down in the comments down here. I would love to hear about it. What your reasons for it is. But peoples, that is all I have for today. I hope you enjoyed my little talk about my dome. If you are new to the channel, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. I'm putting out videos every Tuesday and Thursday, and I'm just an untypical Harley guy, so we'll see what happens. If you did like this video, hello Mr. Popo, give it a big thumbs up. Not thumbs upping you, I'm thumbs upping the camera. See, camera. Tap that bell icon. I know there's a bell around here somewhere. It's over here. Tap that bell icon to be notified when I upload first. I don't know why he's turning, but okay. Bye. Have a good time. Did he turn because I pointed that way? But for now, that's all I got, guys. I hope you have a great day, evening, night, morning, brunch, wherever you are in the world. And remember to always ride for freedom.